Hello and welcome to the Beauty Know-It-All. It's almost New Year's Eve, which means it's time for me to do my review of what I think are the best product launches of 2016. Let's dive right in. I've got 10, so stick with me. All right, let's start with best skincare launch. Hands down, don't even look at anything else if you're going to buy new skincare in the new year until you've tried these. You'll not be surprised to hear that it's The Ordinary. I've managed to narrow it down to my two favourite products, taken directly from my bathroom shelf. One is The Ordinary 2% hyaluronic acid with vitamin B5, and the other is The Ordinary 23% vitamin C suspension with 2% hyaluronic acid. This is my favourite night cream launch of 2016. It's a gritty, rich cream, so the vitamin C is in powder form because vitamin C is highly unstable, and it needs to be released freshly on your skin at night to tackle pigmentation and fine lines and things like that. It's incredibly rich because it's in squalene, which is a form of a derivative of olive oil, so it's perfect for sort of loading on your face at night. You feel the grit and then the grit starts to disappear. Super effective. I absolutely love it. Word of warning though, it's powerful. Do not apply it within your occipital bone. I deliberately put it here and here to begin with because that's the area I want to target, and it stings. This is powerful stuff to the point where even if you touch your face and then accidentally rub your eye, you will feel it. The theory is that if you put skincare up to here anyway, the skin is so fine that it works. It sort of gets drawn in by capillary action anyway. You know me, it's my job to slather it on, ramp up the machines, test them. I'm the guinea pig, so you don't have to. I love it, just be super careful. I'm gonna get another tube and I'm gonna start doing all of this here because in 2017 I want to get rid of my sun damage, and this is just what this is for. I love it. It's like £4.90. How can you go wrong? Shout out to one other product from the range, and that's their 2% hyaluronic acid. Can I just say, it's a dupe for this. This is my Dr. Sabag Serum Repair. It's hyaluronic acid that you use that tightens as it dries. You can use it as a first step, or you can actually pat it over makeup. I use that a lot in prep for TV. Down here as well. Anywhere that you want to tighten, this does the same thing at a fraction of the cost. I even use it to blend with concealer when I'm applying it around my eye here, because I want to hydrate the area and I want to slightly tighten the area. And this works brilliantly, and at that price you can apply it all over, anywhere you want to tighten. I wouldn't use it on its own. You need to start layering things on top, either a little bit of makeup or a peptide or an antioxidant, anything you want to layer on top, because this does tighten as it dries, so it would leave you slightly sort of, if you used it on its own. But use that and then the Buffet on top, which is their peptide. You're set for the day. Let's look at makeup. I've got a few favourites from this year. Favourite mascara is Guerlain Cils d'Enfer. Lashes on fire? My French is not good. It's a brilliant mascara. It's what I call a stripper lash mascara. Somebody was chatting to me recently and they said strip lash, and I went, no, it gives you the lashes of strippers. A good thing in my opinion. It's a short, flexible rubber brush, which I like, as you know from being madly in love with Max Factor Masterpiece Max for the last few years. But this is a sort of amped up version of that. Longer, thicker, darker, super va-va-voom lashes in 1 or 2 coats at the most. A lot of people even say that it loads the lashes so heavily you even need a comb to go through, but not me. I love it. That's my mascara of choice. Let's have a look at lips. I really love the little Lancome Juicy Shakers. Have you seen them? They are tinted lip oils. And generally not a fan of oil in beauty, but this is brilliant. It's basically makes all those gunky balms and sticks redundant, because it hydrates, it moisturizes, it gives a hint of color. This is the one I'm using today, and that is shade, let's have a look, 201. But I have actually got a liner on as well, so if you put liner on all over and then just hydrate with that. My only complaint is they do smell quite perfumey, but it wears off really, really, really quickly. There are lots of imitators, but that's the original. There are maybe 15 shades in the collection. All of them are gorgeous and super subtle. Let's have a look at brows. Now, those of you who have been watching my videos for a while will know I've been growing my eyebrows out, and I recently had them waxed and tinted, and this is all I need in my life now. This is Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes. It opens the opposite way to you that you would expect. So this, the larger section, is the handle, and that's why I love it. It is the smallest, most neat, most precise, stiff spoolie, and it loads with just the right amount of product, and that product gives the illusion of hairs and also control. I'm a blonde, this is the blonde colour, but it comes in a good range of, I'm doing this from that tiny little mirror there, a good range of colours, and it just gives exactly the right amount of product in exactly the right place, because you have control, because that spoolie is so small and so stiff. And I don't have grey brows, but I would imagine it would tint grey brows. It's the best brow gel stroke holder out there. I really, really, really like it. It's a great product. When I was filming with Charlotte, she said she took ages to get that spoolie just right, and that's why it's such a good product. Let's talk blusher. Hourglass Illume Trio, which is 3 shades. It's the amazing coral tangerine blush that suits everybody. This one is the really subtle contour. I'm losing my mind. I didn't even want to say contour because I hate the product so much, but this is super subtle, and this is the highlighter. And I've got all 3 of them on. That shows you how subtle the contour is. That's the beautiful tangerine blusher, and the highlighter is super subtle. They are creamed powder, which basically means they're silicone based. So the silicone carries the pigment onto the skin. The heat of your skin makes the silicone evaporate and it turns to powder. Seriously, they blend away to nothing. They are the most subtle, beautiful colours, and I think they would suit absolutely everybody and all ages. Hourglass basically win my award for best makeup brand of the year. Pretty much everything they're launching now is incredible. I know people that are addicted to all their foundations. I personally use mineral powder foundation. Hourglass, please launch one for me, because if you do, I know it will be brilliant. And a word to the wise, that's the Real Techniques 301. That's the brush I use to apply all my cream blushes with. I know it's a contouring brush, but those bristles just are just the right length and stiffness and distribution for applying all cream contours and blushes, in my opinion. Right, let's have a look. Cleansers. Do you know what? So much fuss has been made this year about balms, and I like a balm as a first step to get rid of all my makeup, but then I like something that rinses off and leaves my skin clean and not oiled up, because I'm of the opinion that an oil is a barrier for the next steps you add to your skin. So all my serums, my antioxidants, my retinols are not going to really go through an oil. An oil should be the last step, in my opinion. So I love this. This is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Micro Cleansing Foam. So much has been made this year of the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Foil Mask. Yes, it's brilliant. Yes, it's hugely expensive, and there are lots of other foil masks or lots of other sheet masks out there that are brilliant. But I really love this cleanser, to the point where, look, it's just about to join my Beauty Editor's Empties. It doesn't really foam, it just gently cleanses every single scrap of makeup off your face, including my addiction to mascara and tight liner and all those things, without dehydrating your skin, without leaving it tight. It just really suits my skin. I absolutely love this product. There is a balm in the range, and I would use that first, and then this as a second cleanse. Now, shampoo of the year. I really unglamorously suffer from dandruff, and most dandruff shampoos work, but they strip the hell out of your hair, especially if you colour it like me. Like, every single strand of this is coloured, and it's long and it's hard to keep it in good condition. Well, today I coloured my roots and I used this shampoo, and I didn't put any styling product on my hair, and look, it's in quite good condition, and that's why. This is Keristar's Ban Antipeculaire. That's French for anti-dandruff. Anyway, It's absolutely brilliant. It's more preventative rather than curative, although I do think if your attack isn't too bad, it would get rid of it. But to me, the whole point of finding a dandruff shampoo that doesn't strip your hair is hallelujah. It just is brilliant, and it really does work. There are 3 in this specific range that are specifically for sensitive scalps. I've tried all 3 and I love all 3, but that's my favourite. And then, I'm not sure if this is new, but I thought I'd talk about my favourite body lotion of the year, and then it's the Paula's Choice Retinol Resist. It comes in a pump action, and it's a really beautiful, lightweight, easily absorbed retinol, i.e. vitamin A, so anti-aging lotion, and it goes in really quickly, and I would use this from the neck all the way down. Not that I'm not using their products on the neck up, because I am. And a shout out actually to another product which makes 11 products, but they've also got a Resist 10% AHA, which is glycolic. So if you've got dry, rough skin, so elbows, knees, maybe bums, thighs, shins, that's the product for you. I really love it. I've got another body product here, but they're wet because I've just washed them, and they're also a bit discoloured, but that does prove that I use them. And these are the brilliant Margarit Dabs Bare Feet Overnight Softening Socks. And if you look at them inside, I wear them during the day, as you can tell, because they're dirty, but then I work from home. They've got silicone on the inside, and you can wash them. I mean, eventually the silicone does wear off, so the silicone goes underneath, but it's more importantly really thick on the heel. Sorry, that's a bit dirty, isn't it? I mean, it does prove I've worn them, right? I suffer from terrible dry heels, not because I go jogging, and not even because I don't have pedicures. I have regular pedicures, but if you've ever had a pedicure and they've used a scalpel on you, you're on a hiding to nothing, because the next time, well, they will need to use a scalpel, and you will need to use a product to keep your feet soft. And I love those Bliss Pedi socks, but this is like a high street equivalent for $9.99, and within 7 nights of sleeping in them, my skin was super soft on my heels, and you can wash them and reuse them. I don't know how many times, probably not that many, but in the summer they are going to be a sandal foot saver. Let's have a look. Have I tried everything? I think I have. I think I've got one thing left to mention, and I can hardly bring myself to do it because it's £300. I'm so sorry. Gadget of the year. It's my trusty Dyson. When I reviewed it, 6 months ago, it fast became my most watched vlog, mainly by hairdressers who had an argument on the feed about whether it was worth buying or not. My opinion is some hairdressers love it, some hairdressers hate it. I'm not a hairdresser, but I've used it pretty much every day, even if it's just to reinvigorate my fringe since then. And I love it. I really love it. It sits in your hand brilliantly. It's not too heavy. The air goes in here. It doesn't go in here, so nothing is ever get trapped. It is beautifully ergonomically weighted. All the attachments, and I don't use the diffuser. I just use the 2 nozzles, are magnetic. It has 3 heat settings and 3 speed settings, and this is my only complaint, is 1, there's no cool shot on it, and 2, I just ramp it up to full. Even on my fine hair, I ramp it up to full. I have it on the third heat and the 3rd speed setting. I've never set it on anything below that, not really worth it. But I was going to say that if you've got really thick hair, it might not work for you. And then my friend Alice, who has the most beautiful hair you've ever seen in your life, I mean, it is truly cheerleader, waist length, thick blonde hair that is probably 5 times as thick as this, loves hers too. So obviously works for hers. So it also comes in white, which I really kind of want now, obviously. We photographed it for Hello, and somebody quickly snaffled it, and I don't blame them. So that's my gadget of the year. I would like to say put it on your Christmas list, but Christmas is over now. So if you find it in the sale, grab it. If not, put it on your Christmas list or birthday list for next year, especially if you like to pride yourself in blow drying your own hair, which I do. I would rather blow dry, colour and cut my own hair than go to a hairdresser's any day. I can't believe I'm admitting that. They are my 10 best beauty buys for 2016, and I am the biggest skeptic in the world. I'm not a cynic. Every time I open or try a beauty product, I want it to work. It's just that they rarely live up to their promises. those 10 products do. My beauty mantra is minimum effort, maximum results, because I'm a busy woman and I know you are too, and I can't be faffed around working or using with gadgets or products that take ages to work. I want results and I want to look better quickly and easily. And all of those products tick those boxes, I promise. And I want to thank you for subscribing, because I've been vlogging now for 14 months and I've just reached just over 10,000 subscribers. And I know that's small fry in the world of YouTube, but for me, it means the world. And you really are the most intelligent, interesting, informed people. So much so you actually answer each other's questions. We've solved things like keratosis pilaris and acne and pigmentation, and I'm going to test a whole host of stuff for you next year. I will carry on vlogging, YouTubing, Instagramming, tweeting and blogging, because it's the only way we can get this information out there about products that truly do work. There are some and they are well worth the money. So happy new year. That was 2016 in review. Here's to 2017.